is everyone celebrating your maps fill up stadium? You think about it. Filling up a stadium is not an issue.
Coming up next.
So I remember when we showed that video, we did premiere the videos have been showing right here by Adzebra Prime TV, and today we decided to get to have a conversation with him. Excited, trust me, as we get to find out about his music. His name is Adzebra. I remember I used to make fun of your name. It sounds like I'm talking about zebra.
Of course.
Yeah?
You doubt it yourself.
I have issues with you.
Yeah.
First, I know him as a reggae artist, reggae type of artist. Then now his brand new song, Insansa Ewuntu, it doesn't sound like a reggae song.
No, it's not.
It's not a reggae song.
Yeah, but I always say...
It's a different vibe.
Remember the last time we were on radio, I told you all music is reggae music. Yeah, all music was made in Africa. So you are the one who categorizes to say this genre is what, this genre is what, but all music is reggae music. If you go to Jamaica, all the music that has been sung in the world, they actually sing it in what you call reggae genre today.
Let's keep that conversation coming up next as we get to have more in details. I don't want to debate about it now, but let's start with your introduction. For people who are watching right now on Prime TV, talk to them. Adzebra.
Yeah.
Welcome on the show.
Thank you. And thank you to all the viewers.
Vindivienda Bwanj 2023, boss.
Bagamba, pushing. It's you need to be tough like a soldier in everything that you are doing. You decide where your things are going to be, positive or negative. So you are there on the balance. Where do you want to be? Do you want to lose? Do you want to win? Do you want to achieve? Do you want to fail? It's all in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your music. I remember last time when we were having a conversation, we're talking about the event that you were planning on having. You're up to something this year, maybe before that song. What other things are we working on?
Now that's management question that I may not be so much preview to answer because I've got more than 20 songs in the studio. And I was telling them that I just want an album of 10 songs this time because this album, where Insansa Ewuntu is, I think it's about 21 songs. So the album is called My Son, where that song I did with Kekero. So now, this year, what I'm going to drop, I just want 10 songs. I don't want any more than 10 songs.
There's some songs that you're talking about with this song, the different type of sounds.
Yeah.
This is like a bit of house.
Yeah.
Kwaito type.
Yeah.
Sun, that's like reggae.
Sun, yeah.
Now the change of sound and the album.
Yeah.
Are we expecting different exotic type of variety of music in it?
Yeah. It's okay. I love asking this question. What type of music does Rihanna do? Have you ever thought about?
Inivya kuchalo shaba sana. Ngamandusha kwa loko na la mieva. Ask me anything about a local artist. I'll answer you.
Okay. Yeah. We got an album, a new album from Your Maps. What kind of genre is that?
It's different. It's a mixture.
That's
of
what I'm saying.
Sounds.
When you become an artist, genre doesn't matter because you don't want to sound cliche.
Okay.
Yeah, your album will sound the same. I know I've made producers, I've made critics who say, no, you need an identity, you need to sing in a similar way and what. But you do 20 albums, they'll be cliche. Someone puts on your music, the genre, your album, it sounds the same as your last album and the previous album and previous album. They'll never listen anymore. Yeah, so you need to put people in a journey. They start with a first album, maybe it was not very good. They go in the next album, they say, there's an improvement, and the sound is different. They go into a next album just like that. They are in a journey. They are enjoying listening to you because they are finding something new every day. And your clientele base grows because someone will pick one song, the other one song, the other one song, the other one song. At the end of the day, your clientele base, your fan base grows.
Let's have a conversation about Zambian music from your own point of view right now. How are you rating it?
If you are speaking about global, I'll rate it maybe 3. We don't invest so much into our music. Music is expensive. So how much do you pay the guitarist? How much do you pay the drummer? How much do you pay? Or do you even pay at all? Because probably I've gone into studios, I pay 50 kwacha. Someone is on the computer, quickly, mic. I go on the mic, 2 hours later, inimbo. What kind of music is that? When I listen to people like Arakeri, they will tell you, I've been working on one song for 6 weeks. But me, I'll go in the compound and do a song in 1 hour. And you want me to compete with that guy who did the song in 6 weeks?
So what are we doing to change that narrative? I know this is something that we'll be talking about, saying, no, Zambia music is not going international, Zambia music is not going global.
Beautiful.
I'm tired of those those concerns without finding solutions.
Why is everyone celebrating your maps fill up stadium? You think about it.
I think it's an achievement for some people.
That's, in other words, filling up a stadium is not an issue. It's an everyday program. People go there to support because the artists must have all the money to enhance to grow their creativity. They must have the money to pay around, to think properly, to do what they are thinking.
Don't you think it's an achievement?
It's a big achievement. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's an achievement, and that's why we're celebrating it. Now, it must be this way. Every other day, we must be doing fill-ups so that the artist has all the money. He becomes a millionaire, a billionaire. So that whatever he thinks, if he thinks, oh, this sound, I think I can get it from there. It goes, he pays the right money to the people who are making. I need that guitarist, I can pay him 2,000 kwacha. It doesn't stress. It quickly pays. And now, oh, okay, now my video, I need to go and do it in Samfia. He flies there. He doesn't go to say, no. You know, I need to use a helicopter. I need to, the creatives create. So when they are creating, there must be resources enough to pay what they are creating. So that you now, when you sit back and watch on your TV, on your YouTube, on your Facebook, you are enjoying and you are having all the fun. It's not cheap. And who pays for it? It's you who's watching us, the fan base. You are the one who pays. How do you pay? When you say, boy, achimvela chinimbo, nitumile pa WhatsApp. No, it shouldn't be like that. Let's stream it. Or let me go and pay. How much? 10 kwacha. I'm going to buy it. Oh, chisho chiriko. Gentlemen, let's go. You don't go to. I saw a video, a disturbing one, where someone pushed the glass window and they broke it for windows. Now, Stadium is mine. It's yours. It's a government institution. We go and vandalize it, and then you go inside. The creative is giving you fun that day. You decide not to pay. But how much did it cost for them to host that event? Tomorrow they fail. You even laugh about it. Who's making them fail? It's the fans, because they don't want to pay so that he can afford tomorrow.
Let's try to imagine if your Map's show didn't get the feedback that it's getting right now. I know there are people with different opinions which we respect on this show. We respect each and every person's opinion because that's how we grow the industry.
Yeah.
But from your own opinion, let's do a review. Since you have brought out the issues to do with your Maps filling up the Hero Stadium, what do you think? Like, I don't want you to rate it, but I just want to get to hear from you where and how do you think next time we need to improve?
For the Zambian perspective,
yes,
100%. From the global perspective, I may say 2.
Okay.
I may say 20%. There's so much to do. Personally, if I'm going to do a fill-up Hero Stadium, for the first thing, I respect sound waves. I want to be sure of the sound. We are speaking about, the sitting arrangement is what is 65,000. So we are speaking about 100+ people. That's what is going to be in my mind. So what kind of sound am I going to put for 100,000 people, and they feel they have listened to the music properly? And it's like they're in the car. The way they are feeling when they're in the car, that's the way they must feel when they're in the concert. Today, technology has changed. we are having digital mixers, and then so number one, if I am going to do a fill up the ground, a kind of concert of 100,000+ people, personally as Adzebra, rehearsal starts now for 2024. I put up a better rehearsal with the band. If I'm going to be on stage for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, I have done all rehearsal starting today in June 2023, a show that I'm going to have in September 2024, making sure the band, they have all the music in their hand. We understand each other well. Even the sound engineer understands me. This is what we don't understand. If you are a singer, your voice goes. Your voice plays tricks. The voice does what? So your sound engineer must know that, oh, voice pamene ambo fika, but this is what I need to do. A sound engineer is just like a DJ on the DJ jack. He's playing with the knobs because he knows, oh, my guy is going to do this with his voice, so this is what I need to do. This is the knob that works well for this when he reaches there. This is so now the people who are getting the feedback in the monitors, the speakers, they are now having it easy. They feel it's just easy to be on stage when it's not.
Is it a bad thing to also put in competition amongst you guys who are in the industry? Because I've seen, this is me being honest right now. We saw Yo Maps pushing the agenda of filling up the Hero Stadium. Later we saw Chile one.
That's
also saying, I want to fill up Levi Mwanawasa Stadium.
What is wrong with that? It's business. Music is business. So Chile is on point. Let him do it. Let him push. Let the sponsors go for him. He can do it. There's nothing wrong if we copy from somewhere. Okay, the cliche statement of being an artist is all notes have been created, so everyone copies from someone how they do what they do. So meaning the way I sing, there's always someone I've been listening to who sings in a certain way. Probably it's a mixture of singers that I have brought my style of singing now out, you know? It's not like I was just born to make the music the way I make it. No, there's some music I've been listening to, obviously, that I was copying the tunes, the way the guy sings, the way they do it. Probably it's change, probably it's what. And then I start thinking, there's someone ignites and say, can you start writing music? Can you start doing what? Then I'm trying to write. And obviously what will be coming in my head is the sound that has always been there, that I'm creating, and it's sounding new to you. Probably it's not. Yeah.
Let's get to find out from you as well. Your brand new song is out, Insansa Ewuntu.
Yeah.
Before to find out, what are you trying to talk about in the song? Message.
Hey, Dada, you remember a time when people started killing themselves?
Yes.
Because of debt and what? It became so it was news everywhere. Someone has killed himself in this place. I think that was 2022. Yeah, so I sat down, I said, what am I going to do? What can I say about this situation? Then I told myself, it's a sad situation, so how do I make it happy? So I started looking for a sound that can make the situation happy. Then how do I talk it? It's a negative story. So how do I take out the negative story from the people so that they can get positive vibrations from it? And they realize that when you owe someone, it's not the end of the world. You need to live and do what you can do until you find a solution. A solution will come, it may come after 2 years, it may come after 5 years, it may come after 10 years. You just need to keep living. You don't need to end your life. So that's why when I'm starting there, I'm saying ichano na chimpesha. So meaning, how do I say it in English? Now we have to think a way not to do direct translation. I'm trying to say, don't get drowned by fears. There's always a positive. As long as life is, when you are living, there's always a chance that you are going to sort out your problems. And now, life is sorting out yesterday's problems and having new problems, and you keep going like that. It's a roller coaster, sorting out and you getting into it, sorting out and getting into it. So keep going with it. God, if God reaches a point where you just need to sort out all your problems, I think that's the day you die. So you don't need to kill yourself now so that you end your life, because number one, for example, I've got 4 kids. Who takes care of them if I kill myself? So do people think about that when they're killing themselves, when they have made these problems around them? Yeah, so you don't think about yourself alone. You need to think about other people who depend on you. What are you going to leave behind should you kill yourself? Negotiate your problems. People understand. Sit down with them. No matter how difficult they will be, no matter how they feel like they push you to a corner, still negotiate until your life last breath. If they are going to kill them, you let them kill you. Don't kill yourself. Negotiate. That's what I'm trying to say in that song. So I'm trying. If you say verse 2, I'm saying, "Odia po, but is it true? It's a bar. I'm in a nightclub. I'm in church. I'm where people seems to be happy. But what is at the back of their back? What kind of problems do they have? You know, how are they surviving those problems? Because you can tell me they don't have. So if they're going to be happy, why can't I have my drink and be happy?"
Adzebra right here, bringing out some interesting conversation right there as well. What would be your remarks to someone who's watching Yato Vibes right now? Upcoming artist. I know you've been pushing this agenda of your music for a while now. What was that now, and what do they expect when they get themselves in the business to do with music?
So the business, I've been dealing with artists myself. As an artist, and a person who tried to sit down with artists, what I can say is the road is not easy. Remember, you're a creative who's never known. You are a very good artist. You are very good to yourself at first. No matter how good you are not good to the world. You are first good to yourself. So when you start pushing the agenda of trying to be known to the world, it's expensive. The making of the music, it's money. The making of promoting the music, it's money. You know, and then videos is money. I see even people we call big artists today. They make the money when they go to sing around. People are paying. People pila 20 pin, pila 10 pin, pila 15, pila 8. But do people understand the cost of making the video like the one we are just looking at? You know. It may seem simple and easy, but remember, you need to buy the attire. You need to buy the props, the movements, the occasions, whatever. So one video can cost maybe from 5,000 to even 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, kwacha, depending on how you want the video to be. Now, you're an upcoming artist. You just think you just go in the studio, sing. The guy who's going to help you make the beat, the sound engineer, whom we call producers today, you must pay him. To make good sound, you must pay them. If you can't write, someone must write for you. You must pay them. Now, for me to come to Prime TV, where do I stay? My movement, it's money. I need to pay bus fares, taxi, or however I'm going to reach here. So now, for how long? First, it's a campaign. If you're an upcoming artist, you need to campaign for people to know you. So the issue is getting the beef is not okay, because if you want to be a performing artist, you need people already in the game to be tagging along with you, so that when they are trying to perform, you cut and raise. So you are stealing in their audience. So you may not be paid maybe for that. If the owner of the show is generous, he can say, mwana tengako ya fiwe ya transport ubwerele kunyumba. So you are lucky. But otherwise, the beginnings, you are not known. You are trying to sell your brand. Now, if you are going to be under a label, the label, you are lucky, because the label will be paying all those costs. Sometimes we even insult the label because we feel they are not doing anything, because you are not paying anything. So you feel it's just easy, it's just your voice if you sing. or it's just me playing the guitar, because you don't see the invisible, the cost behind those people when they're trying to brand you. Yeah.
I know I said that was my last question, but I don't want you to explain about this. How much did your current video cost you? Let's talk about figures, numbers. Let's talk about the entire video.
That's management now, cost.
Someone is playing smart right now. Okay, but give us an approximation.
It's
approximate.
You know, the issue.
Without explaining. Well, let's talk about figures.
When you look at the whole setup, probably it could have cost us over 10,000 kwacha.
Let's go to his brand new video right there. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. We're having a conversation with Adzebra. His brand new song is out. The title of the song is Insansa Ebuntu.
Insansa Ebuntu Katwishe Insansa Ebuntu Katwishe Insansa Ebuntu Pele Chakunwa Insansa Ebuntu Kano yapo Olia monina uyapo Alana chiwama Otunandi tulesefia Tule monika fie otwa sangalala Ushevane tamakwata mafia Mwana mpele chakunwa Okuishane sansa Ebuntu Katwishe Insansa Ebuntu Katwishe Insansa Ebuntu Pele chakunwa Insansa Ebuntu